Do dark roasts have more caffeine? Are you ready for your mind to be blown? No, they don't. Caffeine, what would you say, the thermal degradation temperature? It's probably sounds really scientific, may not be correct, but the caffeine burns off during the roast cycle. And so by the time you're getting into the darker roasts, you have reduced the amount of caffeine in the beans. So no, you don't get more caffeine in a dark roast. You're going to want the lighter roasts if you want more caffeine. It seems counterintuitive. Everybody always thought it was the darks that are more, but it is not. Can kids have coffee? This one kind of goes back to that whole stunt your growth one that we just answered. Again, it doesn't stunt your growth. So can kids have coffee? Well, I started drinking coffee when I was 3, when I was learning how to talk, and my grandmother thought it would be cute to try to get me to say big words like refrigerator or prestidigitator. And if I made a good approximation, I got either a spoonful of her coffee or a spoonful of sugar. And I can tell you now, my mom preferred me getting the coffee than the sugar. You don't know if you really want to get your kid addicted to caffeine at such a young age. I don't know. But it's not going to hurt them to taste it and try it. Most of the time, their taste buds are so underdeveloped and constantly changing that they're going to think it's gross anyway and wonder why in the world you drink it. So, but it isn't going to cause any real harm. So, sure.
Another one, 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 another one.
This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa.
Don't call me up, I'm going out tonight, feeling good.
I'm Mabel, I'm 25, I'm a singer from London.
This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa.
I'm Mabel, I'm 25, I'm a singer from London.
Will coffee sober you up after drinking alcohol? No. The alcohol is in your bloodstream. It's got to work its way out of your blood. It's got to be filtered out. What coffee will do is make you a more alert drunk, but it will not help you in any way, shape, or form. Not be drunk. You're drunk. It's on you. Don't drive. Lay down, go to sleep. Coffee's not going to really help you. Sorry. All right, another one. Can the shape of your mug affect the flavor of coffee? All right, so this is a joint answer on this one. For real, no. Subjectively, and how much you love that particular mug, in here it's going to make the coffee taste better. The shape of the mug is irrelevant. But there's a lot of subjectivity in how we perceive coffee and different flavors. I might like a really acidic coffee. I do. And you may not like a really good acidic coffee. Whatever mug that's in isn't going to change the acidic profile of that coffee. But I sure do like drinking my coffee in the morning out of my personal favorite mug. And I'll fight anybody that says it doesn't taste better that way. Hey everybody, we are going to discuss grind size for specific types of extraction for your coffee. One of the really key factors is having a good grinder. You get what you pay for when you buy a grinder. I would recommend using a burr grinder. They remove the grind as the coffee gets to the right particulate size. Whereas with the blade grinders, the coffee stays in there and keeps getting ground over and over and over again. So you get a bit of an inconsistency with the blade grinders where you get a nice consistent size of your particulate matter with a burr grinder. So what I have in front of us is a very high-tech display of kind of 5 well-known grind sizes. So we're going to start with the superfine and we'll work our way up to coarse. Over here we've got Turkish coffee, which is really powder, honestly. It is super fine. You're going to have to buy a really good grinder to get this particulate matter size. Very fine, bordering on confectioner's sugar in size there. Moving up from Turkish, we're going to go to espresso, and you'll notice that it's just a little bit coarser. And these are kind of examples. Each of these is going to be a bit of a range depending on your subjective taste and what you want in a cup of coffee. We here at Just Love are trying to reach a certain extraction of total dissolved solids, so we're going to play around with our grinds until we get those numbers right. But that's a pretty good example of an espresso. Once we start getting into drip makers, things become noticeably coarser, more coarse. So we've got definitely, we're looking for something maybe a little bit more coarse than beach sand right here. And you know, I guess that depends on what beach you're going to, but up north in Cape Cod where I go, this is beach sand right here. It's a bit more coarse. And then we're going to go over to cold brew and honestly French press. These are honestly the exact same grind, almost gravelly, very, very coarse, because both of these are sitting unfiltered mixture of coffee water, and they're going to be spending longer time than these are exposed to the water. So you want a little less surface area being exposed as they're sitting longer. Cold brew, of course, is 18 to 24 hours. French press, you're looking at a 5 to 6 minute brew. So you want those a little coarser. And also with the French press, you're plunging that too, and you want a coarse grind for that, or you'll break your arm trying to get it plunged to the bottom. So these are just some general ideas of what you can expect to see in a certain brew and grind, and we appreciate you watching, and thank you very much.